Oh, how classic for college, finding handcuffs on your filming chair. They're not for what you think they're. Greetings internet, it's Katie. I've been back to school for about a month now, and already I have, done the thing that I do, which is bombard my school notebooks with notes for videos. I feel like my life is one big encyclopedia-sized book of chapter 1, me not measuring up, chapter 2, me not measuring up, oh shocker, chapter 3, me not measuring up. I feel like I'm just constantly missing the mark. I feel like everyone feels like that. Everyone feels like everyone else is ahead of them always, and this has been something I've thought about so much over the past few weeks. I'm like, why am I not this? And especially now in this time of year, because I don't know if you guys have ever heard this or if this is a relative or normal college term, but there's the whole it's cuffing season analogy or whatever it's called, phrase. Basically the fall time or when it starts getting cold. I think it's a human I don't know, instinct to want to cling on to someone else, and whether that be a boyfriend or a girlfriend or whoever, it's that's why it's called cuffing season. Oh, where are my handcuffs? I don't know where they went. They're somewhere. Oh, they're down there. Whether you want to admit it or stop to think about it or not, it's in the air. Love is in the air these days. I know it's not Valentine's Day, but when it gets cold, you just kind of want to I don't know, have someone else to cling on to. And I've come to know that stress is caused by being here, but wanting to be there, wanting to have that person. And that's why we feel stressed, because we're just sitting here in our current state thinking, oh, why can't I have that? Why can't I be in that chapter of my life yet? Why can't it just, get there? That is why I accept cheap love. It's like walking into Goodwill and picking up the first shirt you see on the rack. You only see a sliver of the shirt, but you pick up that first shirt and you're like, okay, I'm gonna wear this shirt every single day for the rest of my life. But no, whenever I go to a thrift store or a store like Goodwill or anything like that and want to find something good, it's a hidden gem, something I wasn't expecting to find. It's a little sliver of, a color that I'm I don't know about that, but then you pick it up and you're like, this is the one, this is what I'm gonna wear. I love this, it's vintage, it's cool, no one else has it. Cheap love, when I think about it, is love that's just so easy. You just pick it off the rack, and it's okay, I guess it'll work. You're always haunted by the idea that you're wasting your life, and you're wasting too much time or spending too much time in one area of your life or one phase of your life, and you're so worried and anxious about the next one. And you're oh, maybe I should go to that phase now. Maybe I should, skip ahead. It's almost like reading a book and reading 3 chapters and then being okay, I want to be on chapter 8 now, and skipping all that shit, and you have no idea what happened, and trying to pick up on chapter 8 and figure out, what's going on from there. But it's you missed all that conflict, you missed all that dialogue, you missed all that character development. I'm kind of well, fuck that. I just want someone to love. And then I feel stupid. And there's been guys that have come and gone this school year, last school year, every school year of my fucking life, guys that kind of pop in and pop their head in and give me interest and text me or something, and randomly just to say hi, and I'm oh my god, we have to stop glorifying when a guy does something extremely normal. It's so funny, a lot of times my friends will be oh my god, that guy, he's such a standout guy, and I'm what did he do? And they're he came up to me and told me he loved my haircut. Okay, and? Okay, what else did he do? Did he I don't know, do something else? They're no, he just, he said nice haircut, and then that was it. And I'm oh, okay, standout dude, real standout dude. I'm gonna nominate him for a Peace Prize or something. We really have to stop glorifying when guys do these little things that we make them seem so monumental. It's oh, he texted me back, oh my god, this is the start of something new, High School Musical, oh my god. So I have this book called Love Letters of Great Men, and I don't have it on me. I wish I could have it just so I could hold it up. I keep lending this book out to all my friends because I'm you guys need to read this. This book literally explains everything. Highly recommend you guys picking it up for yourself, because it really does put in perspective modern romance versus the romance of the past, and how vastly different it is, and how we accept absolute dirt compared to what we used to accept. Beethoven and Napoleon and people who had great power. Men who had their shit together, for lack of a better way to put it. Men who had their shit together but still had time to write, beautifully stunning letters and handwritten calligraphy and sending them overseas to their significant others in different countries, and who literally slaved over every single word and saying oh my love, I'm writing this as fast as I can because the mailman's about to leave and I want you to see this letter as soon as you wake. And I'm meanwhile, I get a WYA, where you at text at 3 in the morning, and I'm oh my god, it's love. But we have to realize times have changed, but that does not mean you can accept absolute dirt and confuse it for diamonds. okay? I literally have, guys, a sticky note on my computer, hold the phone, that says, if it's love, they won't give up. And this is basically in reaction to me just like getting so, you know, hype about guys giving me a little bit of attention and then just like kind of not ever again. And that definitely happens in college. I feel like you go through like a phase or a string of like, maybe he's the one, no, maybe he's the one, no, maybe he's the one. We pay attention to such little details and it drives us absolutely bonkers, you know, like one little thing. It's like the butterfly effect. Like one little flap of a butterfly's wing, you know, can start a chain reaction of other thoughts. And it's like, oh my god, a little text that a guy sends like a chain reaction of other things in our lives, and we're like, oh my god, like what if like our kids would be named this and blah blah. It's like an explosion of just like like, you know, in our heads, like chaos and overthinking all the time. We all have stuff to do, but that doesn't mean we're not going to stay up at night overthinking the same thing over and over again, because, you know, who wants to do calculus when you can be thinking about if he likes me back, you know? Like, that's like how our lives go. But I've come to realize that if he is the one, he will not give up. I get so worked up and so upset when like a guy blows me off after, you know, insinuating that he was gonna, you know, like me and then doesn't like me or doesn't, you know, like, okay, I'm kind of done with you now. Like, kind of grown a little bit cynical, and I am not really surprised anymore when, you know, guys are like, okay, I'm done with you. Like, it's never like a black and white, like, oh, I'm done with you. It's like, I'm gonna, you know, pick you back up when I want you. Like, you know, I'm gonna put you down for now. I'm not gonna use this perfume for a while, but maybe I'll pick you up in a few months, like when the season's right, you know? But I've come to the realization it's taken me 4 years, guys, to compose this sticky note and put it on my laptop and look at this every day. But if it's love, they won't give up. I've come to realize that you can't manufacture a perfect life as much as you want to. Like, you can't ensure, there's no way for you to ensure that every single piece is in place exactly how you want it to be. I'm a total perfectionist in general, and so this, you know, haunts me, like will forever haunt me, like the idea that I can't, you know, perfectly trim and twist and rotate my life into the way I want it to be. Like, I think of my life very digitally and like in Photoshop, and I can't, you know, adjust Control Z when things go shitty. Like, you know, it's like kind of like painting or drawing, you know, with like a permanent marker. It's like you can't really erase. In my recent weeks here at college, I have, you know, coped with this whole thing by making myself so unbelievably busy that I have no time to even think about, you know, what he's thinking or whatever. And I've been doing a lot of stuff and hoping that it'll kind of distract me from my heart, you know, because we're constantly in a battle between what we know and what we feel. And like I said, like, I know all these things to be true, but it's so hard to just grasp it and be like, okay, like, I'm gonna just chill out for a little bit and not, you know, freak out over this guy. If you guys have felt any number of the things I've talked about in this video, you are so normal. Being a YouTuber is nice because I hear your comments and I hear your feedback, but normal people, what I've realized, you know, don't hear this feedback and think that they're crazy half the time. Like, don't know that they're normal. I think I've completely lost the light, and my lamp is like the only light on my face right now, so I think that kind of cues me to be done talking. But yeah, this has been another video of what I was jotting down during class, I guess. I think this kind of has gone in a lot of different directions. So a little Cliff Notes version of what we just discussed in this video. You're not stupid for listening to your heart rather than your head. Because it happens. We slip up. You know, we're smart girls and guys, but sometimes we're not smart girls and guys. We don't pay attention to the rationale, and we just listen to that dull ache we have inside of us that wants, you know, to be held. We're humans and we're wired to love. We're wired to feel. So don't feel stupid for slipping up sometimes. That doesn't mean you shouldn't reinforce things for yourself every day that are important to you. Stress is caused by being here but wanting to be there. And you know what, honey? Sometimes you just gotta be here. So make the most of the here. And by the light of my lamp, I am signing off because I'm done, and I'm probably gonna be aggravated later editing this video because the lighting isn't up to par and I'm a perfectionist. So yeah, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. And yeah, happy Friday. I'll see you guys when I see you.